It's completely wrong, and it's more of what I just described. So Mark Meadows gets punished for voting his conscience, for doing what he told the voters in North Carolina he was going to do. Leadership yells at us. Leadership punishes Mark Meadows for voting his conscience and doing what the voters elected us to do. How is that helping set the framework, create an environment that's going to be conducive for the Republican to win the nomination, which to win the White House, which we all know is something that needs to happen if we're truly going to turn things around policy-wise in Washington. So Mark Meadows, a good man, a good friend, and what they did to him is exactly wrong. And there are a number of us who are fed up with it, and we're looking for ways that we can say, hey, we're going to stand with Mark and be as helpful as we possibly can.
Have you seen the GOP leadership have this punish your enemies attitude toward the president and his backers?
No, Nancy Pelosi. Remember, the pay for this thing was the Medicare issue last week on the trade adjustment assistance, this welfare program for displaced workers. So they didn't like that. So Democrats got their amendment. Meanwhile, the amendment we conservatives offered, which said we want to have the same checks and the same power in place that only the Ways and Means Committee has to turn off the TPA process. We would like the same kind of rights to exist for all members of Congress. Our amendment wasn't made in order, and yet the Democrats, what Pelosi wanted to pay for the TAA, the displaced worker issue, they got what they wanted. So, and to add insult to injury, someone who stood up and fought and voted his conscience, fought for his district, loses his subcommittee chairmanship. What is going on here?
Well, they want to enforce the rules. They want to enforce their rules. You will not challenge us. You will not have a different view on these issues. And if you choose to go with the likes of Jim Jordan, you will be severely punished. You will become the lowest of the low in the U.S. Congress. This is what the mafia does. I'm sorry, but this is a political mafia run up on Capitol Hill. That's the way I see it. I don't see this as a Republican Party that represents people like me. And if they've distanced themselves from people like me, then I don't see how you're going to build a constituency, as you said, to win the presidency. I don't get it.